Okay, children. Good morning, children. So, here ninth lesson today we are going to discuss, that is credit in the financial system. Already in the previous classes we are having the knowledge and idea about what is a banking system and your how the people are making their withdrawals and how the people are depositing their money in the bank. There are how many kinds of deposits are there, like fixed deposits, saving deposits and current deposit. Before starting the lesson, I want to explain the few points. First one is what? Fixed deposits, and second one is what? Current deposit. Fixed deposit, current deposit. Fixed deposit means what, children? Fixed means, for example, for term of 5 to 10 years we will be fixing the amount, that is known as a fixed deposit. That is mean to say that maturity of the time, for example, you are depositing in the year of 2020, for example, or 2019. So when you will be maturing, when you will be withdrawing that money from the bank after 5 years, that is to say that 2000 what? This is 2020, 2024 or 2025, and that year only you are supposed to withdraw the money from the bank. That is known as the fixed deposit. What is a current deposit and what is a saving deposit? Current deposit is that when as usual, for example, daily transactions will be taking place. For example, daily people will be withdrawing the money, and daily people are depositing the money regular day to day. It is known as the current deposit account. Okay, what is a saving deposit account? Saving deposit account is that people will be saving their money for this. The term is not mentioned. This term is not fixed. Either they may be withdraw within 2 months, 2 years, 1 year, 3 years, 4 years or 5 years. As like for the fixed deposit, there is a not hard and fast rule that is after 5 years or 10 years you have to deposit in the bank. But whereas that this saving deposit is that type of deposit, whenever you want you can withdraw money from the bank. So that will be coming under the saving deposit account. So here, children, what is a demand deposit? Demand deposit is nothing but whenever you, for example, if you are depositing money in the bank, for example, you think you are depositing money 25,000. 25,000 you are depositing the money in the bank. Isn't it, children? So for this you will be getting the interest. So what you will be getting 5% or 10% according to the rate fixed by the bank. So here whenever you are depositing the money, you will be getting the interest whichever is fixed by the bank. Either it may be 5%, 7% or 10%. So it is fixed by which bank? Central Bank of India. So here now this is a depositing. So next example I want to tell what is a withdrawal. What is a withdrawal? For example, you have deposited money of 25,000. You want to withdraw how much amount? You are withdrawing the 15,000 from the bank. How much then? How much your actually your amount is what? Your deposit amount is what? Your deposit amount is how much? Your deposit amount is 25,000. From that 25,000, how much amount you are withdrawing? You are withdrawing the 15,000. So how much amount will be there? 25 minus 15,000. How much amount will be left over? You will be having the 10,000. So 10,000 you will be having the balance in the bank. How much amount you will be having the balance in the bank? 10,000. And one more thing, this is a depositing means whenever you are depositing the amount in the bank, you will be getting the interest. Isn't it, children? Whenever you are withdrawing, for example, 25,000 your deposit amount is there, you are withdrawing only 15,000 from that. So remaining how much amount? 10,000 balance is there. So 10,000 you are withdrawing how much? 15,000 you are withdrawing, 10,000 balance will be having in your bank. One more thing I will explain. What is a overdraft? Overdraft. For example, you are depositing how much amount? 25,000. You want to withdraw how much amount? 30,000. Here, listen carefully, children. Here, what is the meaning of the overdraft? Here, 25,000 actually your amount is how much amount you are deposited in the bank. Your amount is 25,000, but how much amount you want to withdraw from the bank? You want to withdraw 30,000. That is mean to say that how much amount difference it is coming. Actually 25,000 is the amount you have deposited. Your bank balance is having how much amount? 25,000. But actually you want to withdraw how much amount? You want to withdraw the 30,000. That is mean to say that how much extra money you are? 5,000. 5,000 extra you are withdrawing. How much amount, children? Your deposited amount is 25,000, but you are withdrawing the 30,000. So what is the difference? 30,000 minus 25,000, how much amount here? 5,000 extra you are withdrawing. For that 5,000 they will be paying the charging the interest. They will be charging the interest. Isn't it? For 5,000 they will charge 5% or 10%. That is so. Now here you will be able to understand what are the things you have to get. What is the depositing? Whenever you are depositing, you will be getting the interest, isn't it? Next one, withdrawal. For example, I am given here you are having the balance of 25,000. You are withdrawing the 15,000 from bank. So balance amount how much available in your bank? You are having the 10,000 amount in the bank. And next one, what is overdraft? For example, your amount, your bank balance is 25,000. You are having 25,000 in the bank. So how much amount you are withdrawing? You are withdrawing the 30,000. That is mean to say that you are withdrawing how much? 5,000 you are withdrawing. That amount is known as the overdraft amount. For that 5,000, the bank may charge you interest 5% or 10% according to the RBI, or RBI will be fixing the interest rate. What is the RBI? RBI is also known as the Reserve Bank of India. Next, coming to our lesson, these are all the basic things I have explained before starting the lesson. Now coming to our lesson, credit in the financial system. Here you see bank deposits as money. I explained how the people will be depositing and how the people will be withdrawing and what is the overdraft. Just now we have discussed. So here coming to here, who will be taking this deposit? Loan activities of the bank. So who will be to whom the bank will be giving the loans? Loan activities of the bank. Generally the bank will be giving the loans to the whom? To the farmers, isn't it? To the farmers, to the business people and whoever require. And for farmers, for what it will be giving the loan? The bank will be for purchasing the fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides. These are all the loans provided by the bank to the customers. Isn't it, children? What are the activities done by the bank? They are asking. And not only that, but some banks will be taking the loans. Some banks will be taking the loans from the where? Loan from the bank. For example, big business people, they want to start their business with a huge capital. Huge capital means what? With more amount. So that is also one of the reason the big business people will also taking the loan from the bank. And here they need loan. Bank want the collateral security. Here one more new word, collateral security. In the 8th class we didn't go through this collateral security. What is the collateral security? Collateral security is nothing but, for example, here whenever you want to take the loan from the bank. So what the banker will be asking? He will be asking the house document papers. What he will be asking? He will be asking the house document papers. Not only that, but he may ask the security of the gold or silver or your what car, whatever you are having. Sometimes they will be taking your security, taking your things. That is known as a collateral security. For example, generally they will be taking the papers of the what? Papers of the registration paper. That is house registration papers. Generally they will be asking as a collateral security. Next, so why do people require credit? Just now I told that farmers need the credit for what? For purchasing the chemical, fertilizers. Not only that, but they want to purchase the high quality of seeds and buying the big machines and tractors. For this thing, the farmers want the loan. So your terms of credit, what are the conditions? What are the variety type of credit? And what is the rate of interest you have to pay to the bank? Everything they will be variety of credit, rate of interest, and how much back interest you have to pay whenever you will be taking the loan from the bank. Next one, now here, what is that terms of credit and what are the conditions of the credit? Variety of credit. Variety of credit means what? What is the rate of interest? How much interest the farmers have to pay to the banker? So you are coming to the formal and informal loans. Variety of credit means what is told just now. The farmers will be taking the loan for buying the fertilizers, insecticides, and buy the seeds. Those are all things. What is the formal and informal loan? They are the two types of the loans. What are the two forms of loan? Just now I have written here formal loans and informal loans. What are the formal loans? Formal loans generally, which these are the rules and regulations fixed by the banks. What will be coming under the formal loans? Banks, Central Bank of India, they will be coming under the formal loans. Whenever you are getting the loan from the banks and where? Banks and State Bank of India. All banks are controlled by whom? Whenever you are taking the loan from the bank, it is known as a formal loan. Once again I am repeating, children. Whenever you are taking the loan from the bank, that is known as the formal loan. What are the informal loans? For example, whenever you are taking the loan from the money lenders or from friends, relatives, farmers have to work as a bonded labor. So that is mean to say that, for example, you are taking the more money from the people. For example, from rich people you are taking the loan. And like Jamindari system we have discussed in the 8th class, isn't it, children? What is the Jamindari system? He is taking the land of the farmer, and farmer itself working as a bonded labor in the Jamindari system. So sometimes what happens? The farmer is becoming the bonded labor and he is also become a slave. Bonded labor and slave is the same meaning, where that they have to work very hard, and whatever the Jamindar, whatever the owner is giving, that amount they have to take as a wage. Even though land is the farmer, but land is owned and managed by the what? Big people. Okay, here now who are eligible to get the formal and informal loans? So now bank will be giving the formal loans. Who are eligible, who are liable to take the loan from the government, from the bank. Generally the bank will be giving the loan those people having the fixed salary. That is mean to say that whether they are employee of state government or central government, because whenever they are employed in the state or central government, they will be getting the regular salary. From that salary they will be paying as a what? Paying as a rate of interest to the banks. And collateral document, just now explain that if you are having any house paper, registration papers of your house, or some any jewelries you are having, by taking that collateral security, the banker will be giving the loan. So this will be coming under the formal loans. Just now I told you what will be coming under the informal loans, like private money lenders, farmers, small industries people, they will be coming under the informal loans. Who, children, again I am repeating, like money lenders, farmers, small businessmen, they all will be coming under the informal loans. High rate of interest, like bonded labor work for less wage under him. High rate of interest, just now I explained, even though land belongs to farmer, because he does not having any money to start the agriculture on that particular time, if any rich people are giving the money, so rich people what they are doing, they are taking the land of the farmer and he is only working under him as a laborer. So these are all the things will be coming under the formal loans and informal loans. Go through this formal and informal loan, children. Here now already you know that self-help group. So what is the self-help group? Here a banker, if you these farmers, if they want any loan, they will be not going to the bank, because just now what I told, the bank will be giving only to those people who are having the collateral security, only those people who are a government employees. But whereas the farmer does not having any collateral security, or they does not having any what government job on that particular time, what they will do? In the last lesson one, yesterday class I have explained what is the SHG. What is the meaning of the SHG? SHG is nothing but self-help group. What is, children? SHG is nothing but self-help group. Here what happened in this self-help group, all the neighbor people are gathering together, whatever extra amount they are having, they are pooling together. For example, if you are in needy, you can take the money from the self-help group. So this is the, there is not liable to pay any interest, or any middle person will be not there, and the rate of interest will be not there, because you are pooling your savings, and whoever will be needy for that particular person will be taking the loan from the self-help group. So here who will be running this? Generally the woman will be running the self-help group, a term rotation process, low rate of interest. In the self-help group they may charge interest but less rate of interest. Neighbor will be pool their savings who are in needy, and they will take loan from where? Those who are in needy, they will be taking the loan from the self-help group. Is nothing but SHG. So needy people, they will take loan from SHG. After 6 months they will get the loan from the bank by collecting the collateral security. So if they are pooling their money, okay, banker will see, okay, they are able to pay the money. So after seeing the 6 months, on that time the bank may be giving the loan to the people. So rate of interest is less and they reasonable. Not only that, but self-help group, what I told, the rate of interest will be very less when you are compared with the money lenders. Money lenders will be charging very high rate of interest, but whereas in the self-help group we will be having the low rate of interest. And generally the woman is engaged in the allied activities. What are the allied activities? Small things they will be preparing at the home, like beadi making and basket making, like agarbatti making. These are all will be coming. Toys, these are all will be coming under what children? Small things like toys, beadi. This will be all coming under the allied activities. Generally these all allied activities are done by the which people? Generally the women will be doing. So here SSG becoming the more strength. Why? Because the self-help group, SSG is nothing but what? The self-help group people are gathered together, and they will be discussing their problems and how they want to solve their problems in the society. So here now Reserve Bank of India, under Government of India Authority Act in the year of 1935, they are having where its head office is in the Mumbai, Bombay, and here government will be issuing the licenses. Not only licenses it is issuing, but also rights, rules and regulations, and what is the rate of the interest. So everything, all this maintained by RBI. So who will be maintaining those all things? These all the things are maintained by the Reserve Bank of India. Now who is a financial advisor of RBI? RBI is nothing but the Reserve Bank of India. Who is a financial advisor? The name they are given here, Raghuram Rangan. Who is advisor na? Raghuram Rangan. Isn't it, children? Now here please, just for your better understanding, just open your textbook, children. Here take page number 108, fill in the following table. Why did they need credit? What was the risk and what was the outcome? Alliance Sapna. Here terms of credit. I told you what is a collateral security. Collateral is an asset that the borrowers own, such as land, building, vehicle, livestock, deposit with bank, and uses this as a guarantee to lender until the loan is repaid. What I told, for example, if you are taking 1 lakh or 2 lakh loan, they will be keeping as the security, then only the banker will be giving the loan. This type security is known as the collateral security. Now variety of credit arrangements. Example of a village, already I have explained how the people are getting the loan. For example, here one example they are given in the page number 110. What example they are given? Arun is a farmer. He is having how much acres of land? 7 acre of land. He is one of the few person to receive the bank for cultivation. So bank is charging how much interest? 10% per annum. So here what Arun told, okay, you will be repaying the loan within the 3 years. Not only that, but Arun plans to repay the loan after harvest by selling a part of crop. What Arun is telling, okay, he actually told, he have agreed with the banker that he will be repaying the loan in 3 installments. But what he is telling, again, if he is getting the good crop in the first installment, Arun also repay the loan after the harvest by selling of part of the crop, he decided. So he will be storing the rest of the crop in the warehouse, and extra amount of food grains he will be selling in the nearby town. And again he want to apply the fresh loan again as a cold storage receipt. Even though whatever food grains he is getting, if he does not having the cold storage facility, what happen? So it will be very difficult. So after repaying the first installment loan, again he will be taking the loan for the what, children? For the cold storage receipt. So here this is an example of Arun. Coming to the Rama. Rama is what? Is an agricultural laborer. He is working under the neighboring field. So here expenses or illness functions in the family. Also they want to meet all those loans. Rama has to depend upon what? On her employer, or sometimes he will be depending upon the landowner for credit. So how much he will be charging the interest? 5% per month. Rama repays the money for working from where? From the landowner. Most of the time Rama has to take a fresh loan before the previous loan has been repaid. At present she owes to landowner how much money? 5,000. Though the landowner does not treat her well, she continues to work for him since she can get loans from him when in need. Rama tells us that the only source of credit for the landless people is the landowner employees. Just you see, children, just open your textbook page number 112, that is formal and informal sources of credit in India. If you see figure 9.3, sources of the credit for rural household in India in the year of 2003. Here if you see here, children, commercial banks 25%, cooperative societies 27%, others 7%, from friends and relatives they are taking 7%, from traders 3%, money lenders 30%, landlords 1%. So if you compare from all these sources, who is getting the more rate of interest? Money lenders are getting the more rate of interest. You go through this pie diagram, children. From the data given above figure 9.3, complete the following table and discuss changes that can absorb from 1961 till date. Credit organization, source of credit. Here in the year 61, 71, 81 and 2003, because the 2003 they didn't updated here. Just cooperatives and commercial bank in the year, how much credit? 10.3. In the year 71, 24.4. In the 81, 58.6. That is mean to say that the credit rate, the credit source of credit is increased in the year of 1981. Just like that, government and other sources. Total form organization, money lenders. You see, money lenders has decreased in the year of 1981 slowly, because people started having the idea about the self-help group, and your cooperative banks also helping the farmers. That is the reason the money lenders rate source of credit is come down by 16.1%. Traders, landlords, relatives and friends, other sources, total of informal organization. So total percentage they are calculating for the 100. Just now we discussed formal and informal credit. Who gets what? We discussed. Now just self-help groups for the poor people. Now coming to this here financial literacy. You go through this para, children. If you are having any doubts, you come here so that I will be explaining. Children, please meanwhile start writing the classwork, and actually only I have given the date on the board. By 25th you have to come and submit your classworks in the office room, so that we will be giving the marks for the project and as well as the classworks. You see your keywords. Demand deposit. Demand deposits means what, children? Generally whenever we are depositing the bank, on that time we will be having the demand to withdraw the money. On that particular time we are not liable to pay any rate of interest. That will be coming under the demand deposits. Economic activities and cooperative societies. What are the economic activities? What are the things that are producing? How much economical activities developing, whether it is developing in the service sector or primary sector or treasury sector, all these will be coming under the economic activities. What are the cooperative societies? Just now I told that it was established by the intention to help the rural and poor needy people. For them only the government is opening the cooperative credit societies. What are the commercial banks? Same like Central Bank, Reserve Bank of India. The commercial bank also established because it will be giving the loan for the needy people after taking the collateral security, or else not only that, but if they are employee or if they are keeping any collateral security, that time the banks will be ready to give the loans to the poor and needy farmers. Informal sources of credit. Informal means whenever you are getting the loan from the whom, from friends, from relatives, from neighbors, these all will be coming under the informal sources of credit. So children, please go through this lesson. If you are having any doubt, if you come here, I will explain your doubts. I will clear your doubts. Okay children, good afternoon children.